Hey everybody, it's your boy SergDragon with the clean cut. And welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me always is Terrence, aka T-Money.
If you smell what the lion is cooking.
Today we're going to cover 2 episodes of Impact Wrestling from the August 16th and, if I'm correct, 23rd? Looking at. Yep, 23rd. So let's get started with the August 16th and get that started. I said 26th. First match of the night would be none other than Moose versus Falaba, courtesy of the fact that Falaba got in his face and wrestled him while he wasn't even in gear, and Moose would get pissed over that fact. During that match, sadly to say, Moose would get the win with a spear. Later, we would have Tommy Dreamer convince Tessa Blanchard that she needs his help against OVE. Then we have a match with Jordan Grace teaming up with Alexa Nicole versus Kiera Hogan and Madison Rayne.
I love Madison Rayne.
Yeah, buddy. Well, good for you, because she, along with Kiera Hogan, won the match. And ultimately, we would have a message broadcast for Havoc by Su Yung. An eerie message, nonetheless.
I miss her with the beautiful people.
They're in Ring of Honor right now.
Yeah, I saw it.
By being called by another faction right now. We then have a backstage footage of Austin Aries faking an injury as Eddie Edwards' wife, Alicia, comes in to check on him when he's faking and he's not injured whatsoever. But then Eddie Edwards sees her over his body and gets real jealous real quick, beats the living hell out of him, gets pulled back by a bunch of people while his wife is trying to talk him down. He sees that everybody's not paying attention to him and goes and points and goes, ha 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 ha. Eddie Edwards flips out even further, knowing that, you didn't say that. He's faking, you big faker. Ultimately, get in the head of Eddie Edwards, while putting in mind that Alicia does not know that he's faking. We then have Knockouts champion Taya Valkyrie abuse Johnny Bravo during their trip to the beach, ultimately having him do all sorts of errands, picking up poop, for walking her dog, picking the dog of the poop, poop of the dog, what the hell, and telling him to go fetch the ball that's too big for the dog in the ocean where he can't even swim. What the hell? He's being abused. Rhino and Michael Elgin brawl outside the arena. Is not a match, just for the record, just a straight up fight. We then have the Rascals, all 3 members, Dez, Wince, and Trey, fight off against Rick Swann, Willie Mack, and RVD. Yeah, buddy. Ultimately, it would be the win for Rick Swann, Willie Mack, and RVD. No cheating, just fair match. We then have the North lay out an open challenge for the tag team champions next week at Kala Combat. What the heck? Yeah. Next, we would have the match that would be pretty much at stakes, a great stakes. We would have the Dizzy Head Squad against the Deaners, in which whoever wins get to pretty much own them for a week. With the Dizzy Hit Squad, they would have the Deaners serve them in a palace as servants.
Did you know?
What?
One of the Deaners, Cody Deaner, he's been in TNA. He's been in Impact since it was called TNA, since 2007.
Wow. Well, in that match, if the Deaners won, then they would have the Dizzy Hit Squad, including the old man, for 3 people to come to the Diener compound and actually do some farming work. In which case, thanks to the outcome, the Dieners straight up give a good win, and the Dizzy Hit Squad are in shock and in disbelief knowing that they have to go to a farm and do farm work. They're like, no, you gotta be kidding me. In the back, they are chewing at each other. It's like, what happened? What happened? No, this cannot be. Like, you got to do this. No, this is not real. This is not that. We're gonna bail out of here right now. And it's like, where you think you going? You're gonna go to the Diener compound and we are gonna put y'all to work. Y'all gonna live an honest day's work. You too, old man. What? Me? No. I cannot. Oh, no. That was part of the deal. You in on this. We got 3 new workers for the Diener compound. Get them. It was like, oh my God.
Did you know they also has hired another female talent? She was known as Brittany in TNA. And on WoW, she's known as Santana Garrett.
Ooh. Oh, WoW is coming back. Be sure to look for that on Access TV on Friday nights. Woo. Right after New Japan Wrestling. And they're just giving them all kinds of stuff. They hand them a wheel to a wagon. They're thinking it's pirate, this ship thing. It's like, what the hell? Where's the wheel? Why we steering a ship here? I was like, let me give you the other wheel. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. I don't know what this is for. Huh? Yeah. They're giving them a milk cartridge. They're giving them a cartridge that holds tools or milk or bottles. They're like, I don't know what this is for, but you're going to need it.
Did you know Cody Deaner's former woman was in TNA?
What?
ODB.
Oh, shit.
Before Eric Young.
Next, we would have OVE's Sami Callihan and Dave Chris versus Tessa Blanchard and Tommy Dreamer. Ultimately, it would be the hardcore fighting of Tessa Blanchard and Tommy Dreamer that gets the win. Whipping the OVE members with kendo sticks and rounding on top. That would be the end of August 16th episode. Now we'll move on to August 23rd. While he's looking that up, give a shout out to our remaining Heaven podcast members, Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the descriptions down below. Please check that out. See their content. While we're at it, a shout out to Renee Farrell, Chris Petrie, and Delvin. Wait. I got pimp on my head. Wait.
You said August 23rd?
August 23rd, yes. Needs more sugar. I like more sugar in my coffee. We'll be right back. Okay, took a while, but we found it. I found a decent one. No photos, but I can read. And it refreshed my memory. So first up, on August 23rd, we would have the match that people have been wanting to see, and it ended not as we hoped. It would be Rhino versus Michael Elgin. And ultimately, they were both, seriously, they would both be either counted out or disqualified. Yep. Due to double count out. And they would take the brawl still, and everybody screaming, let them fight, let them fight. It would then go after the commercial. These guys would actually still fight, but after the promo of Michael Elgin saying what his thoughts on Rhino being from ECW, that his days are long over, and that he says that this fight between us is anything but over. And then Rhino comes up from behind saying, you're damn right! And they're beating the living hell out of each other. People are coming in from the back, pulling them away from each other, both screaming at each other, this ain't over! You're damn right! This ain't fucking over!
See...
He censored that for the record.
Yeah.
Beep! Go ahead.
My thing is that they need to put guys like Rhino back in the heavyweight division. Like, Because he hasn't been world champion about like.
He is. He's fighting Michael Elgin. He's a super heavyweight.
That's my world heavyweight championship. He hasn't been world champion about like 14 years.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, it says it right there. Hey, it censored it. F, comma, N. Fucking. Next, we would have the North. Wait. Okay, this is weird. Oh, yeah. I remember these guys. These guys have not been seen on Impact for a while. They're known as Rhino Scum. They're pretty popular with the people who are like Aussies. They go, oi, 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 oi. Scum forever. They were screaming that too. Scum forever. The audience.
They kind of remind me of Ink.
Well, oddly enough, Rito Scum, despite their popularity, the North took them down pretty easily. The match did go on a good while, but still, the North laid their ass out. Next, we would have Ace Austin, once again faking the injury. This time, he's faking the bandages. He had somebody put bandages on his ribs and actually fake that he's having a hard time taking off his shirt. He would wait for the moment that Alicia Edwards comes in to actually help him and says that he is still hurting from when Eddie hurt him. Like, you freaking liar. She goes around to leave him be, and he says, damn, I was hoping she was going to like my, you know what he was doing. He was trying to see if she catches eye on his pecs and his torso. That's nope. Show what he sees plenty of that from Eddie Edwards. We then have a little chat with Madison Rayne with Jordan Grace. She actually wants to put it in her attention that the return of Rosemary last week, that she doesn't want to mess with Rosemary because every person she's ever teamed up with is either gone, left, or betrayed. In which case it says that if she's smart, she'll stay away from Rosemary. She kindly says, thank you for that information, but I can take care of myself. And she's a super heavyweight of a woman.
Rosemary?
No, Jordan Grace. She's a powerhouse. Everybody's calling her because she teamed up with Scott Steiner, saying that she's the Miss Pumpa Pump.
But you know what he always says to his partners?
What?
If you're not my brother, I'll accept you. But if you're not, stay the hell out of my way.
You love Scott Steiner, huh?
That's what he always says. He was saying this for about 23 years.
Yeah, bro. Next, we would have an interesting match. That would, if I'm correct.
Scott Steiner, he's intimidating, bro.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. The guy got a bad attitude.
People are afraid of him. Shit. I would. I'm so scared.
Yeah, it does not say who won. This is weird. It would be Havoc versus Alicia Edwards. I keep trying to say Ashley or something. Alicia Edwards would fight Havoc on a one-on-one fight when all pretty much one-sided from Havoc. But then Ace Austin would come in, again, faking the injury, to check up on her, and Eddie Edwards gets in the middle of that match, and from what I can tell, Eddie runs into the ring to have Havoc freaking chokeslam him in the middle of the ring. I'm like, God damn, what the hell? Why did Havoc do that? They're like, damn, she did not like anybody interfering in her match. Havoc is no pushover. She's a plus-size woman, too. Don't fuck with her. And ultimately, the match, I think, is no contest because of that interference.
She's a veteran.
Yeah. And Ace Austin is like smiling behind Alicia because he's like, that went better than I hoped. Again, the promo that was already recorded, but then is put backwards. You know, it's like rewind, but the voice is heard like a record player. You hear Su Young talking backwards in Japanese. What the fuck? That's eerie and bad enough that she's talking in Japanese. Now you got to talk it backwards.
One thing that bothers me that Impact never do is just bring back the original knockouts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just,
no OVE.
No OVE, and then there's no
Jacqueline.
No Roxy Laveau, if you heard of her.
Mm-hmm.
No Taylor Wilde.
They got Gail Kim, but they don't have Awesome Kong.
Yeah, no Taylor Wilde.
The Beautiful People.
Yeah.
All 4 of the original members.
No Christy Hemme.
There you go. Dollhouse. We got one of them. We got Mia Yim.
But I'm talking about veterans, though.
Yeah, she's considered a veteran. She's been in the blonde-headed one, the leader of the Dollhouse. She was there for a while.
Yeah, Tiffany.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll give her credit.
I don't know where they're at. We then have a video of OVE. We have Sami Callihan making comments saying that Dave Chris was the reason why they lost last week. And he said, don't blame me. We both were there. You were there too. You better not say it was just me. And ultimately, it's Jake Chris with the X Division title bragging like maybe you use our help. It's like, nah, I didn't need no help to win tonight. It means you don't need no help tonight defending your X Division title. He's making jokes saying that he's the golden draw, that Sami Callihan will be the silver draw. He's like, oh, hell no, you did not just call me that. Moose has his day off and he's walking around like he's freaking the Godfather. Soul Train.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned his name. Guess who he got a Twitter fight with?
What? Who?
Ken Shamrock.
No. Who? The Moose or Godfather?
No, Moose.
Oh, wait, okay.
He's got a Twitter.
Ken Shamrock? Who is that?
The original WWE superstar from the Attitude Era. They call him the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
You got in a Twitter fight with him?
With Moose.
Oh shit.
And he's coming to Impact.
Ooh. That's gonna be fun.
And he's a former TNA World Champion. Ken Shamrock.
Damn.
And you know how many years he's been World Champion?
What?
Impact? 14 years.
Damn.
No, 15 years. I'm sorry, 15.
Ah. Well, he would have 2 sexy ladies beside him as he has his day off. Moose is what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. And he says that he mentions I wasn't much listening to him. I was drowning him out because I was looking at my phone at the time. Because, Moose just talked. But apparently he does mention Ken Shamrock.
Oh,
ordeal.
Just so you know, Ken Shamrock is the original master of the ankle lock.
Ooh, shit. Well, coming in, we have Jake Chris in his one-on-one X Division title match with Rick Swann. It would be Rick Swann, if I'm correct. Jake Chris. I didn't see this part. Jake Chris retains his title because he got the tights on Rick Swann. Damn it. So he still's got the title. Here's the moment. We have the Dizzy Hit Squad in their robes and their wraps on their heads.
I would say Desi.
Desi Hit Squad come to the Diener compound, and there they are in a tractor, looking at them saying, oh yeah, we gonna have some get her. We gonna have you get them, get her, did that work?
Hillbilly world.
Yep. Oh no. That ain't ready. They ain't ready, cuz. And they're like, what do you mean we're not ready? Yeah, he's right. Because you ain't gonna be, they ain't working outfits. What do you mean? And he gets them into the freaking overhauls. Freaking blue jeans. Right? Is that what it's called? Overhauls?
Oh yeah, overall
Yeah. They got him working like that, and the little freaking American one, he's got a cap on and some. He's got what do you call it? Is it a weed or a wheat?
Like a straw.
Yeah, like that straw. He's got straw in his mouth, and he's like, "It's pretty good." Ow! So next week we'll see them actually doing some work. They're dressed for the part now, but now I'm about to drop my other phone. They're gonna be putting the work next week. Oh yeah, Get him, give her.
Them rednecks.
Flashback moment of the week would be Ken Shamrock versus Malice for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, and I guess they showed Shamrock. Which one was he? Was he the blonde one or the short hair, brown head one?
Brown hair one. Sure.
Oh, he won that match.
Yeah, it's just,
I didn't know this guy. I was like, who the hell are these two?
He's the one of the a veteran in the WWE.
Oh, so he's going to fight that guy?
Moose, yeah.
Oh shit, he looked pretty badass. I wonder if he kept. I wonder if Shamrock kept in shape. Yeah, he looked pretty buff.
Yeah, he's also a MMA fighter. UFC. And like sad part is they never pushed him in for the WWE Championship. He's never been WWE champion. He's only had the Intercontinental, European, and Tag Team, and he's also is the 1998 King of the Ring winner.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they're doing the King of the Ring right now. Did they mention him in the flashback of names?
No,
they did not. What?
Look at this. They never had his name hadn't been mentioned in WWE for about
15 years.
Yeah, 15,
you said 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years.
Damn, that sucks. Well,
only thing you'll hear about is only thing you'll know is that you read about him in magazines and they show him. They put him in videos.
Okay.
And books.
Well, we would then have Taya Valkyrie gives an address to the I'm just public, I guess, with Johnny Bravo, and she actually notes that her title reign has been going for 229 days, so that next week it will actually be the victorious new record for longest TNA or Impact Knockouts champion. She'll be the longest title holder in history. I think it was 232 days that whoever was the last one to hold it for that long. She's about to break it. I think she did already. Let's see. Okay, so it's Friday on the 29th. Okay, let me do this. Okay, got 9 fingers. Okay, we got Saturday, Sunday. Wait, do this. Okay, yeah, this is 0. This will be 30th, 23rd is a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And it's Monday. She already matched it, so tomorrow she'll break the record. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it'll be 236 days come next Friday that she'll actually break the record. If somebody, she said she'll defend her title in Mexico, which will be where they'll be at. So she'll have a open challenge that night. She didn't say who she was going to fight, so it's an open challenge. So let's see if somebody can take it on that day.
Do you know who his last match in the day was against?
Who? Who are you talking about?
Ken Shamrock.
Hey, back to Kim Shamrock. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
His last match was with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Really?
Yes.
I'll be there.
Because people remember him as having a feud with him, The Rock, Triple H, and Owen Hart and Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, and Shawn Michaels.
We did have a moment with Melissa Santos, who is married to the Machine Brian Cage now, just for the heads up, if y'all didn't know. I saw that on Instagram with my boys. We were all shocked after SummerSlam. I saw them that. I was like, holy shit, she's married to him. Oh, I thought they were dating. Nope, they're married. And they got married to a nice place, in a nice looking palace. Looked like they were in Europe, somewhere in Italy or Rome.
No, it probably somewhere in Italy.
That's what I said. Italy, Rome, Greek, somewhere. They had cannons. So Tommy Dreamer would be having a conversation with her, mentioning what has been happening today. But it would be a one-on-one match between Tommy Dreamer and Sami Callihan. That's what the OVE was talking about earlier, that he would be fighting all by himself. And it would be under no disqualification, so it must be OVE rules. Because they had the ladders, they had the chairs. Fun fact, everybody was screaming, tables, tables, tables. Tommy Dreamer actually shouted out, tables cost too much. Everybody's laughing. Oh. So instead of tables, you know what Sami Callihan pulled out? I don't know what these things are called, but it's like a bunch of scrap pieces of wood like, I don't know how you would say it, glued together, and it's like a board you would find at a home improvement store. Home improvement.
I mean Home Depot.
Home Depot, thank you. I haven't been there in a while. Or Lowe's. They found a freaking wooden board, a scrap board, and they used that between two chairs to freaking substitute for a table. And the whole time, it would be Tommy Dreamer and Sami Callihan going for the Cactus Jack Pile Driver special the entire night. And the one who would deliver it would be Tommy Dreamer first, but he didn't get Sami Callihan because he would have his foot on the rope. Referee, it was literally in the front of the referee. He was doing like 1, 2, rope in his face. Oh, shoot. It's ropes on a foot. Ropes on a foot. Foot on a rope. So after that, Sami Callihan would actually have an assist from Jake Chris, though, to actually give him the chance to pile drive poor Tommy Dreamer into the wood. He didn't break it, but he damn how split it. It's like fold split. You know how you see that crease after the board has been damaged? Mm-hmm. You saw that. And he pins a 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And they just, OVE style, heel group. They gotta jump Tommy Dreamer, and out of nowhere comes to his rescue, like Tommy came to her rescue, is Tessa Blanchard with a bat, just whooping ass. Just boom, boom. And then they go town. So Sami Callihan wins the fight, but does not win the war in that night because Tessa Blanchard and Tommy Dreamer would stand tall in the ring and victorious. If I'm correct. Give it. Let me see if there's anything said about that. Because I remember that part.
I'll send you in Charlotte's matches.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, I was wrong. I'm thinking last week. Oh, it didn't go in their favor. Never mind. That was last week. Apparently, thanks to the cheating, it would be Callihan grabs a baseball bat looking to end the career of Tommy Dreamer. Tessa comes out to make the save, but just as it looks like she's gotten the best of him, the X Division champion shows up to save his leader. That would be Jake Chris. Jumps Tessa Blanchard. Blanchard then eats a pile driver from Sami Callihan. And ultimately, both of them just gloat as the... Damn, I was thinking they won. I was getting confused. That sucks. So this week, OVE stands tall. It was last week where this... OVE was dealt a blow by Tessa Blanchard and Tommy Dreamer. I got the days mixed up. Oh, that sucks. Tessa Blanchard, and she got power drive. I remember that now. Oh my god. That was a mean-ass power driver. Shit. Well,
my ride's on the way, Sergio. I'm gonna wait outside.
Alright. I'll wipe that down.
Okay, thanks.
In which case, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for our podcast. What'd you two think, bro?
It was pretty good.
You got anything to comment with Shamrock anymore?
I hope he uses the ankle lock when he go up against Moose. Because
I didn't even know he was talking about him. I didn't know who Shamrock was, so he was talking about him. I didn't know about it.
You know who? If you've seen Jared on TV on interview, he would tell you about Ken Shamrock. He's had feuds with Ken Shamrock.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, you like this video? Give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button if you like the content, and hit that notification bell right here. Hit it on this side because it goes over mirror. I would point over here because from our angle, it looks like the button would be here, but it's recording mirror-wise, so it's over here. Hit that notification button, and we'll see you next time on the Heavens Monster Podcast. I'm SergDragon. This is Turn Money, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.